Hello, everyone. Oh dear. So I'm just going to take a few seconds to go live on my IG. Hello, everyone. My name is Benedicta, and welcome to Life's Journey. Hello, Henry Okoha. Hello, Victor Baba. Thank you for joining in. If you find me looking back and forth, please understand that I have my YouTube right up there and I have my Instagram live down here. So thank you all for joining in. Sweet Fingers Kitchen Abuja, thank you for joining in. Daniel, Caesar, I see you. Thank you for joining in. So welcome everyone to Life's Journey. And on today's topic, we're going to be discussing the rise of the single mother. The rise of the single mother. I had a very deep conversation with a lady, a 47-year-old woman, sometime last week. Yes, sometime last week or 2 weeks ago. I had a very deep conversation with her as regards motherhood. And that really got me thinking. I felt this is something we should discuss. The rise of the single mother. Should women be encouraged? Should they be encouraged to embrace motherhood if they feel they're emotionally, physically, mentally ready to become mothers? Should unmarried women that have come of age, or unmarried women that feel that they are ready to embrace motherhood, should we encourage them? Hello, Shangonin Gabriel, thank you for joining in. So this is thought-provoking, knowing the kind of society that we are in. As an African, as a Nigerian especially, without us even delving into the religious aspect of marriage and our societal expectations, our traditional norms, without us even going into that aspect, we know what is expected of us as women in this part of the world. Marriage is synonymous with motherhood. You cannot separate one from the other. That is how we are raised. That is how we have been taught. That is the society we find ourselves in. But recently or lately, with the event of science advancement over the decades, we now have situations whereby women can actually become mothers, carry their own babies through the help of IVF, in vitro fertilization, and surrogacy. Thanks to science, women can actually become mothers through alternate means. But as a society, as a people, what is our take on it? Are we going to castigate women that have chosen to go down this path? Are we going to crucify them? Are we going to make them feel lesser of a human being because they have gone out of their way, or rather they have chosen to do their bidding, they have chosen to go after their desire to become mothers instead of settling for suitors that are unsuitable, instead of going into marriage or going into a marital union that is unsuitable for them. We have so many cases of women going into a wedding union, going into a marital relationship for the mere fact that they feel their time is running out. Their biological clock as a woman is fast running out, and they want to make babies. So you find them settling for suitors that are not suitable, suitors that maybe 10, 20 years back, they would not even consider marrying, people that they're not emotionally in alignment with. You find them settling for people like that because our society demands that they do get married before having kids. Like I said, I was urged to do this topic, or I was prompted to do this topic because of the discussion I had with a lady, a 48-year-old woman. She called me sometime last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, and we had this conversation. She is about to file for a divorce from a marriage that wasn't working. It's actually a long-distance relationship. She is a professional. She lives in the UK, in Nigeria. Over the years, she had tried everything to make the marriage work, despite the fact that she knew the marriage was headed for the rocks right from the get-go. In her own words, she decided to endure because she was 47 years old and she wanted to have a baby. And they had gone on with paying for an IVF procedure here in Nigeria. They tried the first one out and she had a miscarriage 2 years ago. And she was about to come back to Nigeria to go at the IVF procedure a second time. But now she discovered that the man has a child with another woman here in Nigeria. And she had invested so much emotionally, financially into the relationship. Tamara Okafo, hello, thanks for joining in. And she had invested so much into this relationship, and she felt the relationship isn't going anywhere, and this is not what she wants to continue doing. This is not how she wants to spend the rest of her life. So she wants out. But for the mere fact that she wants to have a baby, she is considering continuing with the toxic marriage that she has found herself in. And my question is this really worth it? Is sacrificing our mental health really worth the pursuit of motherhood in the confines of a marriage? Wouldn't it be better for you to go ahead and have your baby without being in a toxic union? You know that you have come of age, you're 47, or rather 48, you're almost going to be experiencing menopause anytime from now. And you are emotionally ready, mentally ready, physically ready, and financially ready to become a mother. Is it really worth it? Should your life be dictated by the society that doesn't really understand the pains and agonies you go through as a human being, from wanting to have something that you can actually have, but you're holding yourself back because of our societal expectations? Is it really right? My mic is too low. Oh. Let me see if it has to do with the volume. Do you think it has to do with the volume? Okay, I think the volume is low. Thank you, Tara, for telling me that. Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me better now. So should we really deprive ourselves of the joys of motherhood? Is it worth it? Sorry, 1 minute. I'm trying to see if I can make the volume a bit better. Okay. So after I had this discussion with this woman, this really got me thinking. I tried to put myself in her shoes, and I asked myself that same question. Am I really going to deprive myself? Am I really going to deprive myself of the joys of motherhood if I know that time, my biological clock is ticking? Time is no longer on my side. I am almost menopausal. I have the financial ability. I am mentally ready. I am physically capable of welcoming a child into this world. Am I really going to deny myself the privilege of becoming a mother? It is something I would like us to think deeply about. It is something I'd like us to talk about. I know of women that have remained in very toxic relationships, very toxic union, because of the fact that they are mothers. They have children, and they will tell you they do not want to become a single mom, even if they are financially capable. But because of societal expectations, they do not want to be single moms. They rather stay in a toxic union, destroy themselves mentally, be unhappy simply because our society frowns at single mothers. Here in Africa, being a mother is synonymous with being married. Being pregnant is not about who carries the pregnancy. It is about whose baby you are carrying. Women should have autonomy over their own bodies. Women should have control over their own bodies. They should be able to decide how and when they do want to get pregnant. We have gone past that stage or that phase in life where women are used as incubators. They just baby carriers. Consideration is not given to how the woman feels about being pregnant. I think that time is no longer now. Women have to be reoriented, that they have autonomy over their own bodies. They can decide when and how they want to get pregnant. If you feel that you have an underlying medical condition and you cannot carry a baby, you have the right to opt for surrogacy if you want to and you can afford it. You have a right to do that. You shouldn't subject yourself to bodily harm. You shouldn't subject yourself to an untimely death by forcing your body to conceive or to carry a child when you know you have medical underlying issues. Women ought to know this. They ought to know that they have the right to decide how to use their own bodies. Yes, I do understand, like someone raised here on my show, a previous show, that it isn't okay for a woman to decide. Request to be in your live video. Okay, I'm going to bring you on. There was a lady here, there was a man here that said it's unfair for women to decide on how many children they want to have, because if the man is financially not capable of having more than a certain number of children, the woman should consider discussing with the man before conceiving. And yes, I believe, yes, in a loving relationship where both partners are together in the relationship, you have to actually sit down and discuss on how many children you would like to have. But I am referring to a situation whereby a woman decides that she cannot, for whatever medical reason, conceive or carry a child to full term, and she opts for a surrogate pregnancy. The woman should be allowed to go through with that. And in a situation where a woman feels she has been unfortunate in getting a suitable match for marriage, she has been unfortunate in getting a life partner, and she feels her biological clock is running out, and she wants to welcome a child into this world, she wants to have a child, we shouldn't look down on such a person. We should encourage her to go for it. She can go for surrogacy, she can do an IVF, whatever it is that she needs to do in order for her to be able to become a mother. We should encourage them. That is my own opinion, because after speaking with this woman, she had struggled for I think 10 to 12 years trying to find a husband so she can conceive. And each time she tried, she failed. This marriage she's about to file a divorcement from is her second marriage. So we're not going to blame her and say, okay, it's your fault, it didn't work. Maybe it was her fault, maybe it wasn't. Remember that some people are not cut out to be married. Some people are better off being on their own. So if the marriage isn't working for her and she's almost 50, she still has a chance on IVF. She can try the IVF. If it doesn't work, she can opt for surrogacy. So what is your take on this topic? What do you think? Should women should decide what she really wants, honestly. Shangoni Gabriel, thank you. Now the woman, they carry that thing, oh. Kende Amar, thank you. There was someone here that requested to come on live. A marriage that could end her life is not wise staying in it. Exactly. So we shouldn't risk our lives because we want to have a child. We end up staying in a union that isn't healthy. If it's for the sake of parenting, you want to become a parent, you want to be a mother, please, you are the owner of your body. You should have a right to decide what you want to do. You should have a right to decide when you want to have a baby and how you want to have a baby. Women should be encouraged to have autonomies over their own bodies. There was a lady here that requested to join our live feed. She wanted to tell us her own opinion, or rather share with us her own opinion on the matter. So if you're here and you'd like to join in, or you'd like me to invite you, you can just wave your hands, request to join in, and I would invite you so you can share with us your own take on the matter. What do you think? Should women, single mothers, should unmarried women that have come of age, should they be encouraged to become mothers if they want to, if they feel they are physically, mentally, financially ready to become mothers. Another aspect of motherhood that we aren't looking at is adoption. If you feel you are ready to be a mom and you do not want to go with the IVF or the surrogacy thing, and you have been unfortunate, you haven't been able to find a suitable life partner, but you really want to be a mom and you know you have all it takes, you can opt for an adoption. I know the laws in Nigeria is still a bit difficult as to single mothers requesting to adopt children. I think the government, the children welfare officers, child welfare department should look into this. Being a single woman shouldn't stop the government or the children welfare department. It shouldn't stop them from allowing a single or an unmarried woman to adopting a child. If an unmarried woman wants to adopt a child, as long as she has the financial ability to cater for that child and she's emotionally prepared to cater for that child, the government should please encourage them to adopt these children. Children in foster homes, they need love. They need love, they need guidance, they need to be taken care of. So if we have single, or rather we have unmarried women that are willing to adopt these children because they're unable to have their own biological children, the government should please encourage these women to come forward and adopt these children. It is unfair for us to discriminate. It is unfair for us to look down at them as lesser beings because they were unfortunate not to have been able to find a life partner to settle with. And for that reason, they should be denied the joys of motherhood. I think that is discriminatory and it shouldn't be encouraged. Okay, I'm just going to try to bring you on if I can. Okay. So that is it on today's topic. If you really believe that women, or married women, should be encouraged to become mothers through other means of fertilization, you can tell us your views. This video is live on YouTube, so you can drop your comments. You can also join us live, right? Because we're live. You can also request to join in if you do want to tell us your views on this. But if you would also like to drop a comment, let us hear what you have to say about this topic, because it is something that a lot of women are going through. It is something they shy from discussing. There's so many women, they really want to be mothers, but they are waiting to get married. And many of them end up waiting until they become menopausal, and that is not fair. So our society needs to reorient our women. We need to make them feel more comfortable with the choices they want to make as regards motherhood. We should encourage them. And if they have already gone on that path, we should show them love, show them support, because it isn't easy to be a single mom. Yes, it isn't easy. You have to take all the decisions concerning raising your child. You have to be there for that child financially 100%. Sometimes you don't even have time for yourself, because as a single mom, you have to be there for your child all the time. So it can be a bit overwhelming. So it isn't easy to be a single mom. So if you are already a single mom out there, please, I want you to know that we've got your back. We love you. You're doing a great job. There is nothing absolutely wrong with the decision you have decided to take. You have every right to be a mother. You have every right to hold your baby and love your child. There isn't anything wrong with you, so do not feel ostracized. And when people make you feel like you're a lesser being because you don't have a husband, please hold your head high up and do what you have to do for yourself and for your child. So to all the single mothers out there, I want to say a big well done to all of you. It isn't easy being a single mom. It isn't easy being the breadwinner of the family. It isn't easy being the only one taking all the decision that regards raising your child, the schools your child has to go to, and everything concerning your child. It isn't easy, but there is nothing wrong with you. You have a right to choose to become a mother if you feel you're ready for it. So that is it on today's show. Oh, Ife Anu Olalusi. Yes, thank you. Exactly. No one should make them feel lesser of themselves. Exactly. Bernard Okulaja. Thank you for joining in. Oh, today's your first time joining us. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. So that is it on today's show. Women should be encouraged. Single mothers should be encouraged to be who they are. Love their children, love their child, even if you don't have a life partner to go down this journey with you. You're in it all by yourself. You made the decision. You're going to stand by it, and it doesn't make you a lesser person. So thank you for joining in. Sweet Fingers Kitchen, Abuja, thank you. Thank you for joining in. And that is it on today's show. Single mothers should be encouraged. Women should be encouraged to become mothers if they feel they are mentally and financially ready. So remember that this channel is here to discuss women and women-related issues. We're here to support each other on our journeys through life. We're here to listen to each other tell their stories. We listen to one story at a time. So if you have a story to share with us live here on our channel, please, you are welcome. And if you would like to call and discuss your problem, I am here to listen and to offer my advice. So thank you for watching, and thank you for joining us every Saturday. And remember, we're also here to empower each other. I believe in women's empowerment, and Tastebudz has started a new business line, which is exportation of organic food products. So I made this announcement last week, and I'm so excited about the turnout, and I want to thank each and every one of you that reached out to make an order. So if you are interested in getting organic foods, in food ingredients delivered to your doorstep, please reach us on our WhatsApp line. We will get it delivered to your doorstep. Just tell us the country that you're residing in. If you're in the UK, you're in Canada, you're in Malaysia, you're in China, Luxembourg, Italy, we'll get it delivered to your doorsteps. If I haven't mentioned your country, still reach us on our WhatsApp number and let us know the country you're residing in, and we'll get the food stuff delivered to your doorstep. So thank you for watching. and do have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.